let's go. Here we go. Cut. Tap the 60. Tap the 60.
Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Chiefs defense. And they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Richardson looking to throw this. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. They'll send a receiver in motion left. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Richardson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. We'll get this up to about the 44. You look at this Colt defense. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down at 7. Here's Pacheco once again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Mahomes going to change things up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Araiza to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Going to the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in. In the backfield. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Richardson looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Mahomes going to shift him around. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there, holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now 3rd down and 7. Now it's Richardson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Mahomes going to throw. Looking goes running back, and he's got it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Looking to throw is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
14-yard line.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. We don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. Who knows? The way their defenses play, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play there for KC. 43 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. To the right side, it's Kelsey. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Looking to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways,
that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Richardson to throw. Connecting here with Pittman on the out route.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
They go play action with Richardson. That one finds Pierce right side.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
to Taylor out of the gun.
And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. We're back now in KC. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
Flush to his right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Richardson. To the left side, he's got Warren, the tight end.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Tyler Warren,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Well, now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they wanted now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
The extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slimly, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to keep it in the gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. This, to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Somebody got a boy. I can keep on watching boy. He's a five outside dog from the music. They like what he owns. This is Alexander Omega. Welcome home. This is not his home. This is a revelation.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Pacheco. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Loss on the play. second and goal at the Colts 5-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Marquise Brown, a 9-yard touchdown Brown. And the Chiefs will add to their fourth quarter lead. Butker on for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7.
That's the score.
After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
That's complete to Pierce.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Richardson looking to throw.
And got his man complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor,
72 yards.
and the Colts have got it back to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and inches at the 50-yard line.
Pacheco fights him off, and he's got this down to the 35. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that. Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down.